Hi guys, happy Sunday. Welcome back to another quick card pull. This is being filmed from the Game of Thrones tarot cards. So I feel like quick reminder is that spirit always fills your cup, and it's like always say those phrases that I am open to, the universe spoiling me and my family. The universe always spoils me. Universe is not on a budget. You know what I mean? We are told that, we should feel guilty for asking for things. Like, I definitely know that one blessing we got into our life. I was afraid of asking for it again, or, you know what I mean? Because it's just like, we just got this huge, what we needed, into our life. And it really changed everything. If it enabled Shane to finish school and allowed us to move to closer to his job. And it just brought a huge blessing to our family. And I was very thankful for that. And I'm like, how dare I even ask for the, again? And you know what I mean? Like they say, the universe is not on a budget. Like, we feel guilty, but you know what I mean? Be open to them filling your cup, because you definitely are someone that pours into other people's cups. 444 on the timer. We get that like almost every single quick card pull when we do get a lot of channel numbers. So they're showing again, universe filling your cup. Get ready for your cup to overflow. They're like, when they say more money, more problems, they're singing the song with Mace. Just gonna write it down, but you know what I mean? Like double back to back, where it's like, be open to the universe filling your cup. Be open to, like, again, you are someone that the universe fills their cup, because you know what I mean? Like, I was posting this great artist that I follow, and they even said that it's like, why do I give so much? Like, it's not like we give because we expect in return, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm kind to you. You think that, one hand washes the other. But that's one hard lesson I learned. Just because you do for others doesn't mean they're going to do for you. You know what I mean? It's just like, you got to really watch that. So this is where it looks like it's going to get rocky. So with retrogrades happening right now, Two of Swords, and I feel like this is just going to happen. I don't feel like you're not going to even make a decision. This is out of your hands. So this is where Temperance comes into this play, where it's just like, we're going to really have to balance our emotions in here. Like, what is going to happen here is that the universe is going to already has the answer for you. You're the victor wearing the wreath in this situation, but something is going to happen. This may not be for everybody. You know what I mean? Maybe you're already gone through this, but it's like, something's going to happen, and there's traitor energies here. Someone's going to betray you here. And I feel like this is what's part of this purge, is people, places, things, people. A continuous of people being purged out of your life. There have been knockings for this with a certain situation for a long time. Selena, I even mentioned this. Chelsea Gomez, I apologize. Not Selena. Chelsea. Chelsea Gomez mentioned this, where she's like, there's drama in a situation. But, she said spring, but it's like right there. You know what I mean? Like, summer just like started. So, and surprising with the summer solstice, I didn't realize that hours are getting shorter. I thought they would get longer, to be honest. I thought they started getting shorter in August. But no, it's the other way as soon as the summer solstice hits, which makes sense, because it's the days start getting longer, like right at winter solstice. You know what I mean? So it makes sense. I don't know. Maybe sometimes it just felt that way because of the heat. You know what I mean? You feel like the day is so long, but it's getting shorter. So, this is where they're saying, like, protecting yourself. You know what I mean? Because this is definitely going to hurt. And it's like their actions have been saying this for a while. You know what I mean? So I just feel like there's a lot of truth that is about to come in. This is the thing, though. They think because you're like Sam. They're like, oh, you're book smart, but, you're not very much of a swordsman. It's like, you haven't seen that side of me. You know what I mean? For myself, I have a bad temper, and I, like, I'm like, it takes a lot for me to keep that under control, because I'm just like, let go, let God. I really freaking go off sometimes, and it's just, again, let go, let God. I just feel like, again, this is another situation where you let the universe take care of this. That it is not your job. It is above your pay grade, is the way you can see it. That you don't have. We always think we have to take things into our own hands, but that makes you just as bad as them, if not worse, because you knew better. You know what I mean? And it's not that they don't know better, but it's just like, this is a very karmic time. We're heading into the 8-8 portal. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I feel like from now, I just feel like this karmic things that have been happening, people that are purposely manipulating situations. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's just, they played with the wrong one. You are divinely protected. So this could be universe sending in grounding forces, like telling you to remain grounded, or telling you either to concentrate on your financial endeavors, or just another reminder, like they take care of you in that way. Like this, you know what I mean? I feel like it's like, do not feed into that energy where, catching ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I would do this, I would do that, oh, I could do this. No. This is you planning, recalibrating your situation to move forward. So, a lot of people may be talking right now. There's rumblings of things. 555, so change. Positive confirmation of this change happening. And I feel like this is like the end skirts of the purge. You know what I mean? Hopefully this doesn't happen, because the thing is, people could change their plans. They could change their minds. They could change their energies. You know what I mean? So this could change at any time. But it's like if they want to do this, it's like you already are the victor of the wreath. You know what I mean? Just keep everything close to yourself. This is not a time to share information with people. Someone is coming to fill your cup in that way. I feel like universe, when they say like filling your cup, but I also feel like, again, another reminder that, spirit somehow, some way, you know what I mean? It may not be exactly how you wanted it or you planned on it being, you know what I mean? There is a miscarriage of justice here. But you know what I mean? They're going to pay for it one way or another. And I don't wish that on anyone. It's like, you know what? I don't have to say anything. I don't have to do anything. You know what I mean? I just go about my day. That's for you to deal with, not me. You make those decisions. Those were your actions. You can use whatever excuse you want. But you know what I mean? It's been years now. So it's just like, you could have rectified it, but you didn't. So, asalu. The reason why I say asalu is you wish them the best. I wish you the best in your future endeavors. But you have no future in mine. We have no contact. They're saying no contest. So they're saying they were oblivious, or that, I was going, yeah. We're going through, you know what I mean? So temperance. So again, information. So maybe this is where you're gaining more information on, they're saying some sort of act. They're like act 1, act 2. So maybe you're going into the law library, or you're going online and doing research of the laws in that area and how that should, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's a waste of time, to be honest. It's like it's already been done. You can't reverse it. Is it really worth it? You know what I mean? The universe always fills your cup. You know that. You know what I mean? Yeah, it would have been nice for that to work out, but you know what I mean? They're saying better late than never. So see what happens. You know what I mean? Again, balancing our emotions, keeping ourselves grounded. So you may be going for a lot of walks. There was that one video on TikTok, a native indigenous man who was just like, oh, I don't want to go out, but they say it's good for me. And he's wearing his snowshoes, and he's like stomping away into the forest to go walk. He's like, they say it's good for me. And it's just, it resonates so much. You know what I mean? It's like, it does definitely change your mood, when you go to certain places. And this is why I said this is going to hurt. This is, it's tough. You know what I mean? You think you get to a certain point with people, and I feel like that's why they're showing, like, as soon as I saw Trader, I was like, okay, this is putting up walls again. And it's like, they're never going to be behind those walls again. You know what I mean? That's their loss. You know what I mean? You didn't do anything. And the sad thing is, and I was told this years and years ago, is that they will see the truth when their time is coming. I don't wish no evil on nobody. You know what I mean? You just go on and live your life, and you know what I mean? That's all you got to do. It's like, you've been living it great this far. You know what I mean? Like, you keep making strides, you keep pushing forward. So it's just like, same thing again. Keep making strides, keep pushing forward. This is where it's following your intuition. So pay attention to your For You pages, the ones that really resonate. Amber, I think it's her last name, Lande Tarot. I thought it was Amber Lane Tarot. I thought it was some sort of play on Alice in Wonderland, to be honest, but I'm wrong. But it's Amber, Lande Tarot. Love her. She's amazing. Definitely resonates. But this is where I'm saying, like, your For You pages, angel numbers, like, they are trying to communicate with you in your dreams. your vision has changed, your channel messages have changed. If you're doing readings, you can see how potent they are, how that has changed. You know what I mean? Like the messages are just one after another, very potent, they're saying very juicy because they're very informative. You know what I mean? Like I just did a personal reading last night and I'm just like, I felt bad because I'm like, on the other hand, I don't, because I'm like, this is probably what she asked, but I'm like, we'll give it, some time and then we'll go back in and see if we get anything else, because you know what I mean? Like maybe they want to know some more information. It may be exactly about that situation. I don't know. You know what I mean? But it's just like, that's who I am. You know what I mean? It's like, I know you wanted to know some more about yourself, but it ended up being about other things, other people in her life, which are her life. You know what I mean? Very important, but you know what I mean? It's still, you feel a certain way. 555 on the timer again. But this is why they're saying, like, when this happens, just keep in mind that they already told you this was going to happen. And this is not saying like, oh, this is a punishment, this is a learning lesson. No, this is a purge. This is why they're saying, like, people are buttholes. So, got to keep moving forward. So a lot of sword energy here, and that's why I was saying there's truth coming out here. But what was the first cup you got? You know what I mean? Keep on 1111. So that is celebration. So double confirmation of that. But you know what I mean? It's just like, well, there's celebrations here too. So you know what I mean? Big celebrations on their way. And I feel like that's what the birthdays of Summers continues. And I feel like this is why they're saying truths are coming up, but it's just like, don't allow that garbage to sit there and sway your energy from where you are concentrating right now, because you're doing a lot of great things right now. And this is trying to be like, oh, we're going to steal some of that away from you. So like I said, a lot of us are going through those purges and these upgrades and these changes, right? And it's just like, because we're learning, we're not going to allow things to affect us in such a deep level, you know what I mean? It's just like, you know what I mean? We're doing the best that we can, every day. There's things going on here, things going on there. So like maybe every aspect of your life, you're seeing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And you're just like, you know what I mean? All I could do is keep moving forward. There's not, you know what I mean? I could either sit there and put all my energy, exhaust myself into this garbage that they're trying to pull, or I could just keep moving forward. So that's another number we were getting a lot of, is 1221. We got that last week as well. Last card we got was the Sun card. And this is why I was saying, like, when I first got the Ace of Cups, I'm like, oh, brilliant, beautiful, and then the King of Cups, I was like, the universe reminding us that they always fill their cup. I feel like this is just another gentle reminder, and I feel like this is a necessary push forward. Like, you wouldn't do this unless you were, you know what I mean? There was a reason to. That's not your nature. You're not out to hurt people. So that's why I feel like they're saying, when they're saying like Ace of Cups, like even though this situation happens, there's a lot more things to be thankful for, going through certain situations. I'm, asking Yahweh Yeshua, this is only what I do. I'm not pushing this on anyone. Give me, bless me with the words to articulate, to help in this situation, the understanding, the patience. How can I, what can I do on my side? I'm a big person that prays. Like, even my son says that, my youngest, he is a strong faith-based system. And he's just like, same thing. He's like, you don't know what to do, pray on it. And it's like, that's what I'm doing. It's like, I know I'm very good at praying. That's what I'm going to do. You ask, you shall receive, so I feel like that's why they're saying this is an unfortunate situation, but you did not make this situation. This is the making of other people. And all you can do is your best that you can and keep moving forward. That's all you can do, and again, you didn't do anything of this. You're not calling this in. People can change their minds. People can change their actions. It's up to them how this is going to move forward. And you know what I mean? Make with what you will. You may feel a certain way, but at the end of the day, whatever has been taken from you, stolen from you, whatever that situation is, it will be made right. You know what I mean? Call your money, call your power, call all of that, your energy, all it back to you. What is meant for you cannot be stopped. Your blessings will never be stopped. No one has that power. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick card pull. May the universe bless you good.